Welcome back. We've got some big updates this time around. Also some breaking changes. So, that's not what I wanted to do. How do I... There we go. Shift punch it. Okay. So, breaking changes. Any place tasks I think will not work, which is kind of a shame. I haven't actually tested this, so they might work just fine. I don't know, but I don't know. I know there was. There we go. Okay, let's see what these are. Okay, it's letting me grab parts forms, no problem. Looks like there's a storage locker up the stairs. And then we have the ramp, and there should be the storage locker right down here. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Let's see if this is gonna work. I'm hoping it does. That'd be nice. It might also crash the server, which would be terrible. I don't remember if I put a fallback code in or not. Ooh, we might have issues. So what I have done is simplified the task creation process. And it instantly broke. Wow. Instantly broke. All right, so... yeah, that's really not optimal. I maybe should have fixed that. Oops. Well, so here's the deal. When you place tasks out now, I suppose, let's actually just do it that way, because that would be easier. You place the task, it places as the working node, and it's already set to go. So you don't have to do anything if you don't want to. It has some set default values. Using the configurator wrench, which you just grab from inventory. It's in the tasks mod right now. It might be changed because I think it's going to have more functionality in the future. You just punch the node you want to change. So, like these walls here, you can't change. The lights, you can't change. The floor, you can't change. But this node, you can. And it gives you a little breakdown on what's going to happen here. Minimum and maximum times. So the default values for the arc reactor here. Minimum time of 30 seconds, maximum time of 90 seconds. It'll just pick a random number between those two, and that is how long it'll run before it breaks down. And then how many XP is awarded upon fixing it, which in this defaults to 5. And so you can change it. Now your minimum time has to be more than 5 seconds, maximum time must be 20 or more. So if we tried doing something like 33 and 24, it's supposed to give a chat message. Why is there not? Interesting. Because obviously your maximum time has to be bigger than your minimum time. But we could set this to 6 and this to 21. And now 6 and 21, we could change the XP to 500. If we wanted, I don't want that. I'm going to put it back to my defaults of 30 and 90. And you can change the info text as well. So... say this one over here we want actually called Zappy Power Thing. We can do that. Except you have to hit submit, don't hit enter. Zappy Power Thing. And now the info text is changed to Zappy Power Thing. And once this breaks, let's actually change this to 5 and 20. Yeah, that's what we want. Okay. So in under 20 seconds, this will break, and the form spec will dynamically update to include needs repair, I believe, inside parentheses with an exclamation point. It should be breaking sometime here. While we wait for it to break, I suppose I could put out some of these new torches. So, yeah, we have torches now. They use pretty much the exact same code from Mind Test Game. Obviously, new visuals. The 20 seconds still hasn't surpassed. Wow. The texture is completely different. The model's recreated as well, but it's still the exact same model, if that makes any sense. I just rebuilt it so the UVs would make more sense. Okay, maybe the timer wasn't started, so I know when you right click on it that'll restart the timer. So we'll see if maybe that will rectify the issue and make it break, because it kind of needs to break to really... There we go. So it's broken automatically. You can see in the info text it says now needs repair, and if we use the wrench and punch it again, it'll automatically, it'll give us the new info text here saying needs repair. Don't change that, because let me go ahead and grab a parts form, run upstairs, grab a part. You won't break it because it doesn't care, but it'll look stupid. So yeah, we're just gonna grab one here. Actually, I didn't even know why I'm doing that, because I know those are probably entering creative inventory, so I can't grab it that way. So I have to do it this way. No big a deal though. Just run on back down. All right, so if I change this, I'll just put some text behind it just for funsies. So now that's updated, right? And now I put my gear in to fix it, and now the info text says needs re, because what it does is it stores a base value of whatever the info text is you put in, and then when it breaks, it just appends to the string and just adds space needs repair. And then when you repair it, it just removes the last, I forget if it was 17 characters or something, to get rid of that bit that it added on. So if you change the name of it while it's broken, like over here, I can change this to Zappy Power Generator, submit, and then I can grab the parts form, run all the way back upstairs. All this just to demo that you can change the name. Wow. Okay, throw that in here. Blah, 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 blah. Grab it. All right, now run all the way back. Spell. So we have the Zappy Power Generator. We put the gear in there and Zappy Power Generator. So it works as expected. I think I just need to do spawn to get out of there. Yep. So that's that. Currently, it's just the tasks that can be configured with this. So, oh yeah. So what you can do, oh, I have a perfect spot to demo this actually, right in here. So on any existing levels, what you're gonna need to do is just go through and click on all of your tasks, because right now it doesn't have a minimum and maximum time. It just has a single time. It doesn't do the minimum. Oh, and if you want it to be just a specific time, you can just set minimum and maximum to the same, and it'll always fire at that time. But the minimum time, as it says up here, must be 5. Maximum must be 20 or more. So if you do use a lower value than that, it'll just put it back up to 5 and 20. So you can literally just go through and punch them all, and it'll update the times to 5 and 20. It will pull over the old XP amount, because that metadata field was called XP before and can still be called XP. The time fields that there used to be was just time, and now there's a min time and a max time, which is why that doesn't just transfer over as easily. So yeah, these will all be fixed. These you can't currently reconfigure. So I suppose I should explain why I even bothered doing this. Getting this far in the video without even explaining what the whole point was. So currently or I shouldn't say currently, previously when you would put a task out, you'd have to configure it instantly, which not a big deal, right? But it became an issue if you built a level and then you decided, you know what, I need to change my tasks here. Your only option was to actually break them and replace them, which again, not really a huge deal because, you know, everything's free. You're not buying stuff, it doesn't cost you inventory, it just takes some time. But, yeah, it's kind of annoying if you've placed everything like, oh, you know, I just want to tweak. You know, I changed my mind that this should actually be giving 2 XP, which I'm going to leave these all at 1 XP because otherwise it's too easy to level up and stuff. So this is actually going to go down to 1 XP here, just to make sure. Yeah, so that was the reason that I made the change on this. And also, you couldn't change the names of the nodes previously, and now you can. So if you don't want to call this a plasma accelerator or an arc reactor, you don't have to. Everything when it's created will give a default. Will give a default value. So you'll still have defaults that you don't have to reset. And these were not the defaults. I think the default values for the currently existing ones are 30 seconds for minimum, 90 seconds for max, and 5 XP. Of course, you can change any of those. This does respect protections. So if you are building a level with multiple players, oh, and see, because that broke, it didn't do that. Plasma accelerator. Oh, that's right, I need to fix that. Plasma accelerator. I don't know how you make it work on enter. Did it actually already break? Because that's sad. Let's change this up to 30 and 90. And let's change this to 30 and 90. There we go. Yeah, so currently you can only configure tasks with it, but as I add more nodes, this will probably be used to configure other things as well. You just punch them to configure them. There's some planned things, doors that need key cards, sound block. So this will allow you to, after you've placed them, when you place them, you'll have an initial option, but then if you need to change it in the future, rather than having to break it and replace it, especially if you have to do like screwdriver stuff to rotate it or whatever, it's easier if you can just click on it once to change stuff up. Also, it makes it easier on the back end because there's only 2 nodes registered, a working and a broken, instead of 3 nodes registered. And some of the common stuff I was able to put into functions, so there's less code in the individual node registrations. I think that was it as far as any new features go. Just the new torch for lighting. Yeah, that's it for new features right now. Some more stuff planned and in the works, but not currently on the server because it's not quite working as I would like it to. So it's a common changes is a common. I just need some time to implement everything. But that is going to do it for this update video. So as always, if you want to play on the server, information is on my website and in the video description. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next week.